Are you ready to transform raw data into powerful insights? Create stunning dashboards, uncover hidden trends, and make confident data-driven decisions. Whether you're a beginner or an aspiring data analyst, learning Power BI can lead to exciting career opportunities in business intelligence. So in this video, we will discuss the importance of Power BI and how to retrieve data from SQL Server and how to create an interactive dashboard from scratch. So let's get started. But before we begin, please like, share and subscribe. Do not forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest tech content from the Edureka's YouTube channel. Also check out Edureka's Power BI certification training course in collaboration with PwC Academy. This course equips you with business analytics skills covering Power BI desktop, DAX, services, data modeling, reports and more with real-world use cases. This live instructor-led training offers hands-on experience and prepares you for the PL300 exam with guidance from 10+ years of industry experts. Before we get started with the dashboard, let us understand what is Microsoft Power BI. Well, Microsoft Power BI is a business intelligence tool that enables users to visualize, analyze, and share data using interactive dashboards and reports. It connects multiple data sources, converts raw data into useful insights, and allows for the real-time decision making. So now we will see how to import data into Power BI using a PostgreSQL database. PostgreSQL is very similar to SQL and much easier to work with. First, make sure that you download PostgreSQL. So go to Chrome and search for PostgreSQL and then click on download. And here you will see many options. You can also download it for Mac, but I am going to select for the Windows option. Click on it and click on the download installer and then click on Windows. So the download will start. So once it's get downloaded, click on it. And here you will get this option. Just click on next and it will show you the path where it will be downloaded. So click on next and then it will ask you for a password. So you can type any password, but make sure to remember this password as it will be asked while working with SQL. And again retype the password and click on next. And then it will show you the port number. Please do not change it. Just click on next for further steps. And here click on next and installation will begin. And it will redirect to this page. Click on finish. And over here choose PostgreSQL and then click on next. You don't have to make any changes to this, just click on close it. Now let's search for pgadmin and this page will appear. On the left hand side you can see an option as servers, so click on it. And below that you can see PostgreSQL. Click on it. So once you open it, it will ask you for the password. So make sure you enter the same password that you used while installing it and then click on OK. Now you can see an option called database and below that you can see PostgreSQL. Select that and click on query tool. So first we have to create a database. So type create database and I will name this database as credit card DB and click on run. Now refresh the database. You can see that the database has been created. Expand it and you can see the option as table. So click on it and you must create columns within the table. So type create table. And I will call this table customers. Now I will copy the column names from the CSV file that I'll be using to create the dashboard and make sure you enter the column name and data type. So if you know how to use SQL, you will be aware of the data type, but do not worry. I'll make sure to provide you with the file and the drive link that contains the CSV and SQL files. After entering all the column names and data types, click run to see that the table has been successfully created. Now click on the table and refresh it. You should see the customers table below. Click on it and type select star from customers to extract the data from the columns and then type copy customers from .csv within the colon. Now here copy paste the location where you have saved the CSV file and then type /customers and then type delimiter and CSV header. Now select the first line and run it and you will see the output below. Now open Power BI, click on the options to get data there and you will get the options to search for PostgreSQL. So click on continue and it will ask for the server and database. Give the server name as localhost and the database as credit card DB and click on OK. Then it will ask for a name and password. So to do so, go to the PostgreSQL and click on it. then go to properties, search for connections, and over here you will see username. So copy it and paste it in the Power BI username column and give the password same as you have given in PostgreSQL. And next click on connect and the navigator will open. Select the file and over here click on load. Now you can see that the file has been loaded into the Power BI. So this is how you can import data into Power BI. So I hope so far it's clear now. In the same way you can import the other datasets as well. But in case you're facing any error while importing dataset using PostgreSQL, then just go to get data and from here you can select text or CSV if your file is in text or CSV format. So just click on it and select your dataset and then click on open. And once it's connected, you can just simply click on load and it will get imported. And I have already imported using the PostgreSQL. So as you can see on the right hand side, these are the datasets that I have imported. If you want to view, simply click on it, go to table view and this is how it will be presented. So these are my credit card transaction datasets. So if you want these datasets to practice, then I will provide this dataset in the description box below. So now let's start creating an interactive dashboard. So first let us name the dashboard. So for that I'm using text box and over here let me type bank details dashboard. So I'm going to increase the font size and here I'm going to select the font style as well. Alright, now that we have named our dashboard as a bank details dashboard, so now let's calculate the total revenue for each quarter based on the transaction activity. So to create a column, select the dataset and to this dataset we are going to create a column. So click on table view and over here select the new column. Alright, so to create a new column we will be using a DAX function and here is the function. So the function is total revenue equal to credit card annual fees plus credit card total transaction amount plus credit card interest earned. Over here the credit card annual fees, this represents the fees charged to credit card holders for using the card. So many banks charge an annual fee which contributes directly to revenue. Next is the credit card total transactional amount and this refers to the total transaction amount spent by the card holders. So while this amount itself is not direct revenue, financial institutions earn from transaction fees charged to merchants. Next is the credit card interest earned. So this is the interest charged to the customers on outstanding balances if they don't pay their full dues on time. So it is one of the largest revenue sources for credit card companies. So now let me explain you how it works. So the credit card companies earn revenue from multiple sources, including the fees, transaction charges, and the interest. So this formula adds up these three key revenue components to calculate the total revenue generated by the credit card business. So now once you have typed the formula, just click on the commit and there you go. You have created a new column called total revenue. And as you can see, this data type is in decimal numbers. So let us change it to whole number. Click on S and there you have it. Okay. So now let us go to report view and over here click on the visualizations and from here I am going to select the line and stacked column chart. So click on it and here you have it. And on the right hand side here you can see the x-axis and y-axis. So here you need to add the columns. So in the x-axis I am going to drag and drop the quarter and in the column y-axis I am going to drag and drop the total revenue and then in the line y-axis, we will drag and drop the total transaction amount. So now let us add the border to this graph, okay? So for that, let's go to the format your visuals and here let's go to the general and I'm going to add some effects. So for that, choose the effects. Under the visual border, turn on and from here you can select the color. So I'm going to keep black and then the rounded corner you can increase from here, maybe 3. And then also you can increase the width. So I'm going to keep 2 and you can do it according to your needs. And now this is ready. And now let's go back to the visual. So under the visual here you can scroll down and here you can see the data labels. So this you can turn on. So this will give the accurate value. Okay. So as you can see it's giving the accurate value. So if it is on, this is how it looks. So if it's on, it gives the accurate value. And this you can only turn on if you want to show the accurate value on your graph. And now if you don't want these titles to be visible on your graph, then simply go to x-axis, and under x-axis you can turn off this title, and then similarly go to y-axis and then here off the title. And this is how it looks. Now to hide these values, go to secondary y-axis because it's present in y-axis, and you can simply go to value and off it. Okay. And you can also off this legend because this will hide the values that were present here. So as you can see, I just want to hide this, so I'm going to off it. Okay. Now you can also rename the title of this graph. So go to general and click on the title. Over here you can rename it. So let me keep it as, let's name it as total revenue transactional amount. Alright. So let's align this to center, and then let's make these grid lines visible. So for that, go to visuals, and here you will see these grid lines. You can on it. So once you off and on it, you can see the difference. You can also select the color. So let me choose black so that it will be much visible. Okay. So next I'm going to take card. So I'm going to use card to present the total revenue. Okay. So to present the total revenue, inside this field, you need to drag and drop the total revenue column. So that's it. And this is done. And the card will present the sum of the total revenue. But here you can see that the total revenue is in decimal format. But if you want this number to be presented in whole number, then simply click on this, go to visuals, and then click on general. And inside this, you can see the data format. So once you scroll, you can see the format option here. So over here, select the whole number and it will be presented in whole number. And if you want to keep just as a total revenue, then simply go to field, and over here you can edit it. Once you delete, enter it, and it will be edited. Now if you want to add visuals to this card, then simply go to Format Painter and then click on it. Now I'm going to present the annual fees as well. So similarly, copy it and we'll paste it. So over here, under the fields, for the previous card, we have added total revenue, but now we want the total fee. So remove this, and over here, drag and drop the annual fee. So I want the annual fee to present. So I'm going to add annual fee, and you can similarly edit it. Okay. Now, if you want to show the income, then we'll try the same way, copy paste it. So we have another card here, and let's go to the another data set, that is customer data set. And in this, remove the field and drag and drop the income. And that's it. Alright. Now let's create another column such as income by person. So for that, I'm going to select the customer data set, go to table view, and over here, I'm going to add a formula. Now let us create another column which is income by person. So to create this, I'm going to select the customer data set, and over here, click on the new column because we are creating a new column, and again we are using a DAX function. So here is the formula. If you closely look at the formula, here we have the switch true function. So this structure allows switch to act like an if-else statement. So it evaluates condition sequentially and returns the first matching result. Then we have the income groups, which is low, mid and high. So first we have the low, that means if the customer income is less than 35,000, it is classified as low. Next we have the mid, that means if the customer income is between 35,000 to 74,999, it is classified as mid. And then we have the high, that means if the customer income is 75,000 or above, it is classified as high. And by default, we also have unknown, which means that if none of the condition matches, like for example, the customer income is blank or contains an error, it will return as unknown. I hope the formula is clear. Now let us click on commit, and there you have it. So now let us go to report view, and here let us add the chart, that is stacked bar chart. I'm going to click on it, and now let us add the columns, that is x-axis, y-axis. So once you click on this chart, over here you can see y-axis. So I'm going to add the columns. So let's add the column that we have just created, which is the income by person, drag and drop. And next in the y-axis, go to the credit card dataset, and from here let us drag and drop the use chip, and in the legend you can drag and drop the expenses type. So there you have it. So if you want to add the visuals, again same way. So now if you want to add the formats to this, just click on the previously created chart, go to format painters and then click on this, and it's created. So now if you want to change the title of this chart, so let's go to the format visuals and under general, click on the title. So let's name it as use chip by income and expense type. Next, let us create another chart which will represent the total revenue by card categories. So for that, I'm going to select the stacked area chart. In the x-axis, we will drag and drop the cat category, and in the y-axis, let's drag and drop the total revenue. Now, this chart is representing the total revenue by card category, and here the card category are blue, silver, gold and platinum. Okay, so if you want to present the total revenue by something, then this is how you can do it. So this particular chart, I'm going to present the total revenue by card category. Next, let us add another chart, which is the donut chart. So over here in the legend, we are going to drag and drop the education level, and then in the values, income. So this particular chart we are using to present the income by education level. So here are the education levels such as graduate, high school, unknown, uneducated or postgraduate, doctorate, etc. Okay. So for this, let me add the visuals. Similarly, I will click on this and then select the format paint and add it to this. And let me also change the title. So for that, let's go to format visuals. Under general, let's select the title, and over here, let's keep it as total revenue by card category. Alright. To add the same visuals, we can also click on this. First click on this, select the format painter, add to this, and there you have it. Now if you want to present these numbers in just the percentage, then simply click on this, go to visuals, and under the detail labels, under the label contents, you can select the percent of total. So here you can only present the percentage. Now let us move forward and create another chart. So now I am going to select the tree map where I am going to present the total revenue by gender. So under the category, drag and drop the gender. So here is the gender column, and there under the values, you can select the total revenue. So simply drag and drop it, and there you have it. Now to present the values, you can go to the format your visuals, and under the data labels, you can turn on this. So over here, you can present the total revenue for male and females. So let's change the title. Let's go to the format your visuals, and under general, click on the title, and here I'm going to keep it as total revenue by gender, and let's align to center, and that's it. So similarly, let's edit this title. Go to generals, title, under title, let's remove this sum of, and let's only keep income by education level. Alright, so this is done. Now let's create another chart which will represent the total transaction by use chip. So for that, I am going to select the ribbon chart. So under the x-axis, let us drag and drop the use chip, and under the y-axis, let us drag and drop the total transaction amount. So now let us add another chart, which is the table chart. So here we have the table chart. So let's select the table chart. So in this table, we are going to present the card category. So we are going to present the card category details and then the total revenue. Along with this, we are also adding the total transaction amount. Okay. So the table is ready. So let us add some visuals to it. So for that, again, let's select this. Go to format painters and then add it. Similarly, we will add it for this as well, which we have missed to add before. Click on format painters and then click on it. And there you have it. Now to align things properly inside this table, let's go to the format visuals. So here you can see the style presets. So under the style, you will have different styles. Currently, it's in default. So I'm going to select the minimal. Okay. So you can see the changes, right? Now let us change the titles for this. So for that, go to cart category. Let's keep it as cart category. And then sum of total, let's keep it as total revenue, and then the total transaction amount. Okay. So to make this table more appealing, what you can do is go to the format your visuals, and under the visuals you have the grid here. So let's select the color as black, and then you can also keep the vertical grid lines. So first on this and then select the black color. So now you can see the grids are added to the table. Now you can select the column headers, and over here you can make these headers to be as bold, and then you can align it to center and select the text to be black. Let us also select the specific columns over here. On this, apply to header and also apply to total, and then align them to middle. So here you need to select the category. So we have done it for cart category. Next, let us select the total revenue and then turn on and align it to center. Then next, again let us select the total revenue column and then turn on this, apply to header and apply to total, and then align it to center. So now let us add the visuals to the border as well. So click on this, go to format painter, and then click on this title as well. Okay, so the border is created. Now let us name this page. I'm going to name it as bank detail dashboard itself. Now to represent the values in total, under the format page, here you will see the canvas setting, right? So under the type, let's click on the tooltip. So here we have it. So now we are going to add the pie chart. So here we are adding the pie chart to present the values in total. So now under the legend, let's add the cart category, and under the value, you can select the total revenue. So now let us edit the title. So for that, go to the visual format, go to generals. Under the title, you can make it as total revenue by cart category. Okay. Now let's add a background to it. So for that, click on this and go to your visuals, and over here you can see the canvas background. So here you can select any color that you want. So let me select this, and then transparency you can decrease. Now let us go back to the bank details dashboard. So let me add the format painter to this, and now if you want to present the tooltip, just click on that chart, go to the format your visuals, and under general you will see this tooltips. So click on that and select the page here, and that's it. Now let us add background to it. So for that, let's go to the visualization, and here under the format your report page, let's go to the canvas background, and here you can browse it. So I'm going to select the background and then decrease the transparency. Okay, and there you have it. Again, let us go to the canvas background, and here under the image fit, it's in normal, so let us make it as fit, and this is done. So the dashboard is ready. So over here, if you want to check the total revenue of a male, then according to that you will get all the details here. If you want it according to female, then again here you have it. So this way you can select and you can get the values. This is how it is. And if you want to see the sum of total revenue according to the card details, and this is how you can do it. So over here, if you want to see this total revenue, total fee or the income according to the card category, then simply click on it, and as you can see, the data will change. So in every card you will see there will be a change. Okay, so this will give the values according to what you're selecting. So if you want to see the total revenue by gender, then simply click, and then here you can see the difference, right? So here you will get the total revenue according to the gender that you have selected. So previously we created a tooltip, and this is how it works. If you want to see the income by educational level, and if you want to see the total value for it, then click on it. So it will present the value in total. Our dashboard is ready, and you can create according to the data sets that you have. So I just took a sample data set. So from here I have created a dashboard, and you can create according to the datasets that you have. But if you want to practice, I can share you the datasets. You can also check out the description box below to get the datasets. And with this, we have come to an end to this video on the Power BI Data Analyst dashboard. And if you enjoyed listening to this video, please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment on any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Do look up for more videos and playlists and subscribe to the Edureka's YouTube channel to learn more. Thank you for watching and happy learning.